A 10-year-old kid and his goat friend get lost in the jungle and have to work together to survive. A young kid was playing in the forest near his home with his pet goat, Billie Eilish. Eilish was a mischievous goat who loved to explore and often got into trouble. One day, Eilish led the kid off the beaten path, and they soon realized they were lost. The kid was scared, but Eilish was unfazed. The cute little goat bleated reassuringly and set off into the thick underbrush. The kid, wanting to be brave like Ally, followed her. They walked for what felt like hours, until they came across a small clearing. In the middle of the clearing was a raging river. There was no way they could swim across. The kid was starting to panic, but then he remembered something his father had told him. When you're lost, follow the river upstream, and you'll eventually find a road. So that's what they did. The adorable little goat and the curious boy wandered along the riverbank, and soon enough, the current began to slow down. And sure enough, there was a road not too far away. Just as they reached the road, they were spotted by a group of poachers. The men were big and scary, and the kid knew they wouldn't hesitate to hurt him or Billie Eilish. Quickly, he hid behind a large rock, hoping the poachers would pass by without seeing him. They did, but as soon as they were gone, Billie Eilish bleated loudly, as if she wanted to say, "I'm over here." The kid couldn't believe she'd put their friendship at risk like that. He yelled at her, telling her to stay quiet. But then he heard a familiar sound, the sound of his father's voice calling for him. The kid ran to the edge of the forest and waved his arms. His father saw him and rushed over. The kid was so happy to see him. He threw his arms around his father's neck and said, "I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. I won't do it again." His father hugged him and said, "It's all right, son. I'm just glad you're safe." Then he turned to Billie Eilish and scratched her behind the ears. "You're a good goat," he said. "You saved my son's life." And from that day on, the kid and Billie Eilish were inseparable. They played in the forest every day, and the kid always listened to his father's advice. The end.